What's up guys, I'm here again with another awesome video. Today I'm here going to probably start a new series. Hopefully I can bring this series to you every Monday. This is what the plan is. And this series is called Storytime Monday, or STM for short, if you guys want to call it that. So practically me and Butters, one of us every week, we're going to try every week anyways, to try telling you guys a story, some crazy like story that happened in our lives. Some funny, scary, crazy shit, whatever story we have, we'll tell you on a Monday every week. And this week I wanted to start off as probably one of my favorite stories, and probably one like embarrassing and funniest. And that's a time where like my teacher had like caught me, I guess you could say, with porn. It wasn't really mean to be porn, but yeah, my teacher caught me with porn practically. Okay, so it was back in 6th grade. So I was in 6th grade, and back in 6th grade for me, and I have a bunch of friends. I had like, let's see, Asiel, Nikhil, I have all these friends, Gabe, all these friends, and we all into comic books, and that's why we're like this crew of just loving Marvel comics and everything. And me and my like best friend that was actually going to make videos with me on J Gaming, but he never did. So I'm going to see if he could join the Phoenix Pride and see if he'll upload like maybe once every month. I don't know about him. He moved to Seattle, so, but he's still a really good friend of mine. But me and him was into comics also. He loved Spider-Man, and we actually got into a really good comic series and a movie franchise, which is Kick-Ass. And if you guys haven't seen the movies, they're pretty good. I like them. The second one came out like somewhere around that year, if not the year before. But anyways, me and my friend was upset with Kick-Ass. We had comics books, and I got like the first like issue of all the comics in like one little packet of the first Kick-Ass, like what the first movie was based on. So I have it in class, and it was like a rated R comic, so you know, because of all the blood and everything. And there was just this one part in the back of the book which had like some porn in it. So the book is about Kick-Ass, it's like fighting everything blood. Yeah, and then at the end Kick-Ass comes home and he sees his dad fucking this this lady on the fucking couch. Alright, fucking this lady on the couch. And it was just this picture, and my friend showed me, and I was laughing so hard. And one day I had the comics, and we had a substitute that day, and I had the comic book, and it was like we shared comics, like we like that people borrow our comics, like I borrow my friend Gabe's, and then he borrows like mine, and I used to sell some of my comics. We did stuff like that because we were good friends. So I just let one of my friends borrow the comic, and he was reading it. He put it over the freaking desk, and the substitute sees the word Kick-Ass, and he's like, "Are you allowed to have that at school?" And because they have the bad word in ass, and I was at one of those schools. I was still in elementary, so they were like, if a little kid got it, it would be bad. They would learn all this shit. So I was just covering up. Me and my friend was like, "No, it's good. It's just comic book. It's just a comic book." So she grabs the comic book and flips through the pages, and I was like, everything's fine. Just a little bit of blood. There's nothing bad. But she had to land at the end of the book. She had to land on that one fucking page. That one page with all the porn on it, and she was such her eyes opened so big, and she was like, "Oh my god, can't believe she took that comic book." She gave it to the other teacher, the other 6th grade teacher, because she was a sub. She didn't know exactly what to do with it. And then I got this whole lecture about, what if a little kid got it? You would learn all this shit. But besides that, after she took the comic and went to the other room to talk to the other teacher, 6th grade teacher, me and my friends like grabbed all her comics and freaking hid them, because we thought that she's gonna go through all our comics, because at the time we had like rated R comics, or rated like T or whatever, because of all the blood, because it was comic books. There was a lot of blood, because we got like action comic books and a lot of action, and there's like blood a lot. So we all just hid everything, and then finally she came back and she gave me the whole lecture about, because she was also a parent. She has a little like girl that goes there, so she gave me a lecture. What if someone was done? What if a little kindergartner found this and read this? She gave me this whole long lecture, and I was like, what about my comic book? Because she's like, you're gonna have to talk to the other 6th grade teacher, and she gave me this, she was like she was really strict, and everyone like called her all mean. She was that mean, strict, like old 6th grade teacher that I was glad I was in her class, but she wasn't that bad. People just made too much fun out of her and just was too mean to her, personally. But anyways, we went over I had to go over there and talk to her, and she gave me the same lecture. Then at the end of the day, she just gave it to me because me and her was kind of like cool, I guess, because I knew she was strict, but I wasn't like the other kids. I was being all mean to her. I wasn't like, I'm playing drugs on her, whatever. I was actually nice to her because she was a strict teacher, and I was nice to her. So she just gave me the comic book, and she's like, just go home and don't bring it back. You don't want a little kid to have to give me that lecture. And that was it. That was the end of the comics. Me and my friends were like shitting ourselves because they thought we're not going to be able to have comic books anymore. But that moment, she just had to land on that one page. Right when I landed, I was like shitting my shorts right there. I was like, oh shit, what's going to happen? That's fucking porn. She had to land on that one freaking page, and I was just, oh no. But I was just glad that everything worked out great. It's probably one of the funniest things that happened at school. There's a lot more memories and shit. And maybe next week Butter will tell one of his stories, but I have a shit ton of stories that I'll love to tell you. I can't wait to get them out. But just that page. And the substitute teacher, we never really saw her again. But she was just, she couldn't believe it. Her eyes widened so much. She was just like, oh my god, what the fuck? This kid in 6th grade had porn too. I'm done. I'm just done. But I was cool with the other teacher. I'm glad I wasn't one of those dicks other. She probably would have made it worse, made everything blow up into this big deal, but she just like kept it cool. My actual teacher at the time, she never really found out, and it was just like left behind us. It was I can never forget it because her face, everything. That teacher, she was alright sub. She was pretty nice sub, basic sub, and just had to be on that one page. And I was never allowed to bring that kick-ass comic back to school, but I was still allowed to bring like Spider-Man and shit. But me and my friend still crack up. Like I was just talking to Nikhil the other day, my friend. We both were one of my best friends that we were both into the comic, and we're just laughing our ass off about good times like this shit. But that's it for now. So Butters may upload like one of his stories next Monday, and then maybe after that I'll upload. Maybe it'll be like every 2 weeks or so we switch or something like that. I'm not sure, but for the first Storytime Monday, hope you guys enjoyed this vid. Like, subscribe, do all that cool stuff, and as always, hope to see you guys next time.